Shalom, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the elect hopeful. This is going to be a response to a video I did called Wisdom Dwell with Prudence. And sometimes when you do videos, you may or may not bring out scriptures or words or points that you intended to, but it's all the spirit anyway. But yeah, I wanted to add, starting with this scripture, Proverbs 8:12. It says, I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of witty inventions. Okay, so wisdom, it's a kakma, wisdom, skill, wisdom in administration, shrewdness, wisdom, prudence in religious affairs, wisdom, skill, wisely, wit. So it's basically, knowledge, understanding, and all wisdom comes from the Lord. So the chief wisdom would be the understanding of the Holy Scriptures. All right. But it says wisdom dwell with prudence. Now, what is prudence? Shrewdness, craftiness, trickery, or in a good sense, discretion. So basically decision making. All right, is discretion. All right. To perfected wisdom is having prudence as well. All right. You can like the saying that some of our elders say, any nigga can know scriptures. You got nigga Israelites. All right. But I want to give an example, like an example of walking. OK, you know how to walk. Now, what's your discretion in walking? All right. When you come to a busy street, you look both ways. That's a sign of discretion. All right. You got one car may be driving real fast, but you got the right of way. But even though you got the right of way, you still don't proceed because you making a judgment call. So prudence would be the application of wisdom, meaning you making decisions based off your understanding and your knowledge. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6:16. Okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 verse 16. It's talking about wisdom when it says she. It says, for she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her, showeth herself favorably unto them in the ways. In the ways what? When they in their situations. All right. Whether it be a negative situation or a positive situation. All right. You apply wisdom. You apply how the Bible tells you to act. And you will find favor. It says, and meted them in every thought. So when you thinking about what you want to do, you always wisdom, which would be the understanding of the Bible. That would be your reference point. I'm gonna read verse 17 and 18. It says, for the very true beginning of her is desire of discipline. Yeah, discipline. All right. Basically, you gotta come under the yoke of, come under the rule of. And the care of discipline is love, and love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. So you got to give heed. All right. You can have the wisdom, or you can know what the Bible is saying. OK, but is you giving heed to what it's telling you to do instead of just reading and reiterating what you read versus reading, living what you read, and therefore able to bring forth understanding. So let's go back to Proverbs 8:12. It says, I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of witty inventions. So what's a witty invention? Purpose, discretion, device, plot. Purpose, discretion, devices, evil. A plan, usually evil, machinations, sometimes good, wicked. So wisdom, the understanding of the scriptures. All right. Has found out that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. Because let's read it again. It says, I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of witty inventions. All right. And a witty invention, a purpose, discretion, device, plot, purpose, discretion, devices. All right. So 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says what? Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yes, Satan. All right. Satan is the spirit that's working in the so-called white man. All right. That's why the so-called white man is inherently evil. He can't do nothing but evil. All right. And one of his main advantages he get over people is knowledge and information. All right. He keep you in the dark. He might give you one morsel of truth with hundreds of layers of lies. All right. So you may think you know something, but in actuality, you really don't know. And that's his advantage. That's an advantage of the devil. Obscurity, gray areas. All right. For we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. A mental perception, thought, and evil purpose, that which thinks the mind, thoughts, or purposes. And this is one of Satan's devices. This is one of the so-called white man's devices. All right. Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So what does that right now? What constitutes buying or selling with something within a person's hand? The RFID chip. But before that technology even was shown forth, it was preached by the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and other men before my time who taught it so, because what wisdom found that out. All right. I just want to look up that word, machinations or machinations, whatever. In the Edom Online, it says, machination, a plotting and intrigue, a plot and conspiracy, scheming, intrigue, device, contrivance, machination, to contrive skillfully, right? Because so-called white man, he's using, this is going to be, this is right now is being skillfully done. Like he plays on the minds of the people. All right. He deals with status. He's going to make the RFID chip be a thing of status, like he does everything else, like iPhones, you know, and people are engulfed in pride. So this going to be something that people going to pride themselves in having. All right. It's going to be marketed. Let me see what they got for machine. Structure of any kind. Device, trick, instrument. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be marketed. You're going to see the celebs with it.